Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot Shop. I'm here to do my weekly love reading for the week of May 8th through the 14th. I want to thank everyone for their messages in my absence. I took a few weeks off and I am back and I will be posting again consistently. So I want to thank everyone for their patience and their well wishes, and I am well refreshed and ready to start reading again. So we're going to take a dive in and see what Spirit has for the week of May 8th through the 14th in regard to love, and then I will be looking at the angel messages for this week, and we'll be doing two separate readings as always. So if you're looking for a love message for May, I've posted that, and I'm also posting an angel reading as well coming up here. So focusing on May 8th through the 14th and what Spirit has, I'll be using my Romance Angels and my my Llewellyn deck to do my 5-card angel reading to guide the energies through the week. So let's see what Spirit has for love for the 8th through the 14th for everyone that is guided. Do keep in mind this is a general message, and there's our card undoubtedly, and it is engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So when I see this card straight away, it often takes me to the energies of the spiritual relationships. All relationships are spiritual, but some have found themselves on an energy of a relationship being the catalyst to their spiritual growth. So whether that be, you term it twin flame, I like to term it, the relationship that's the catalyst to your spiritual growth, sort of those energies. So we can name it anything we like, but we find ourselves spiritually awakened because we've come into contact with someone that's kind of changed us. So this card reminds me of that energy simply because it's saying higher level of commitment, ascending to a higher level. So you are, essentially one higher self in the way that the twin flames are described. So these are those energies that I see in this card. So if you think you're in one of those relationships and you're questioning it, it can be that you're not following your intuition. You may need to follow your intuition with that. You may be coming into one of those relationships or find yourself in one of those, or you may be thinking that. This can come in many ways for different people, but that's the energies that I'm getting. So it can be, of course, that you're going to be engaged. Of course, you can be getting engaged in May. The weather's changing beautifully here. You may be getting engaged, you may be getting married. But essentially, first thing I feel and see is the play on words of ascending and the higher level of commitment that this relationship or what you find yourself in has a higher purpose, and it is your spiritual path. It is part of your spiritual awakening. It's part of your spirituality. So keep that in mind. So let's move forward through the reading in May 8th through the 14th. Well, I'm going to fall over, so let's just put it down here. Cards that fell out were the King of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Star. So a lot of the masculine energy came out here. The Knight of Wands is representative of that twin flame male energy, and the Knight of Cups is that emotion. The Star is, of course, about healing. It's about a karmic connection. So for some reason, these three fell out. I'm going to kind of keep them in mind, but I'm going to put them back in. Now. So I am going to be just doing my 5-card placement for the weeklies, and we're going to see what the angels want us to know in regards to love and this opening energies for the week of May 8th. There's the Star card again. Isn't it amazing how they repeat themselves? So this is a very beautiful card of just the connection I was explaining in this card. And again, like I said, for some this can mean you're going to be engaged, but for me it means so much more. And it's repeating itself in this card of the Star. It is that higher connection. And you can see the woman here. And even if you're a man, you're kind of maybe soul searching. And you're asking maybe, what is this? Or am I imagining this? Is this, is this person or this situation has kind of, she's holding her heart, has caused me so much in my heart chakra to open more and more to Spirit, or to turn to Spirit for answers, etc. So it's kind of that soul searching energy and seeking, that higher knowledge and knowing, following that North Star. So you're kind of awakening more to that. You're ascending to that, the reality of it. So I feel this is sort of saying there's an awakening and more of an awakening. And as more and more people awaken in whatever way is the catalyst for them to awaken, whether it be a person, a relationship, a situation, there's many different ways of awakening and things that kind of bump us awake. As that happens, be compassionate. Be compassionate towards the other in a relationship. Be compassionate towards the situation. Be compassionate to yourself. These are hard and harsh energies when we're going through that, because pain causes this. Pain, it's painful. And it's very emotional. So I do feel a lot of that energy coming up here for the week of May 8th. So I feel it's a very important week. You're going to see a lot of changes, but there's also a reminder to be, you don't have to be a saint. It's not like you're going to be a saint to other people, but be very compassionate to those awakenings, because you may be awakened, you may be aware of what's going on, but others may not, and there may be some harsher energies that come out because of that, because they're not being able to accept it or they want to hide from it, etc. So be aware of that. But this is the opening energy for and what they want you to know. So I feel all those things. But it's also, yes, follow your own intuition. This is a very divinely guided relationship and very important to your spiritual growth. You can't look to the other person, in judgment or whatever, in harshment. We're really looking at our own self, even though this is part of that. It is a relationship, yes, but it's a partnership, not so much as a relationship. Look at it that way. It's a spiritual partnership. So it's really looking to your own path, your own development, your own ascending energies. So really looking at that. Something, this is secret. No, this is something that angels can see high above. You can't see down here, and it is the Six of Cups. So again, is a nostalgia. So you may be being nostalgic for each other. Memories, remembering something the other did, or just a sense of familiarity with this person. Maybe you're questioning, why does that person feel so familiar to me? I feel like I've shared maybe many lifetimes with them. I feel like I've been with them before. And the 6 is balance and harmony. That person brings me a sense of harmony and balance, even though this doesn't make any sense to me and at all. So this is all about that sharing, that karmic connections from the past. So this is something they can see. Yes, truly you've shared things in the past, because this represents the past, this represents memories, and you can see the masculine and feminine sharing some beautiful moments together. So you have shared things not only in this lifetime, but in many past lifetimes as well, and you are feeling that familiarity. Something you can do for yourself through this week, and it is the 9 of Pentacles, and that is all about, you can see, bringing yourself forward. You have the other person's there, they're part of this, they're important in this energies, but bring yourself forward, make yourself important. Because again, it's not so much as a relationship as it is a partnership, and it's about you. They're there. They may not even be present in your life, but their energy is the reason why you're growing. You're becoming your own independent person, and you're becoming stronger. So continue on that path, whatever it is you're doing, spiritual work, or what you're learning or who you're becoming. Follow into that path. Put attention and focus on yourself, because even though they're there in the picture, they're too working on their own thing. They're not looking at you. They didn't really, even notice you stepped out there. They got something in their hand. They're busy doing their own thing. So continue doing your own thing, in whatever way that is. If you're together, fine. If you're not, fine too. Really just paying attention and bringing positivity to where you are in the path is going to bring you the most fulfillment, because this is the 9 of Pentacles, and it is about self-fulfillment. This can even be about self-employment. If you're thinking about opening a business or spiritual business or any type of business, follow on that path. Busy yourself in that work. That's the best thing for you to do for yourself this week. The next one is A Secret You Do Not Know. I love this one. And it is the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups can be about choices. It can be a bit about fantasy and illusion. For me, this card represents, and I love this because she's wearing yellow. So it's really going back to that empowerment. That's self-empowerment. And the 7 is spiritual, and the Cups are emotion. So it's that spiritual, emotional energy that brings you that self-empowerment, that yellow, that solar chakra energy that she's wearing from head to toe. As she connects to spirit, as she connects to that spiritual, emotional energy, it makes her become who she is. It transforms her with the butterfly energy. So this is the secret you do not know, that this is coming from spirit. This is all about you, your personal empowerment, and that spiritual, emotional connection that is surrounding you, and that it is feeding you and helping you grow, helping you become more powerful. So this is sort of like the secret. Maybe you do know, maybe you don't know. And so that is the energies and message they have for you. for this week. So the next one is something coming soon, and it is and I love this card, and it is the Four of Wands. So this can be, for some, this can be commitment. It can be that engagement. It can be that things are ascending within the relationship. If your partnership is turning into a relationship, it can certainly mean that. It can mean engagement. It can mean marriage in the future. But for some, this can just be on your journey with yourself because of that awakening, because of that connection. It can be celebration. It can be stability. It can bring happiness, fulfillment. So it's going to come for everybody in a little bit of a different way, in whatever way you find yourself on the path right now. But it's very good. It's all positive. It's supportive. 4 is a very supportive number, and this is all about happiness, celebration. It could be even committing to yourself, committing more to that spiritual, emotional feeling that Spirit is feeding you and helping you grow in and through. So this has been a very beautiful and enlightening reading about that path of the very important spiritual relationships and the catalysts to ascension and growth, not only for yourself, for the other, and for all those that are around you, that your energies are affecting those around you as well, so remember that. I hope everyone has enjoyed this week's reading, and I will be posting an angel reading for the week as well. Then I will be posting a full moon reading. I'm not going to be doing new moon readings. I'm going to be doing a full moon reading each month, and then a monthly reading, and then the weeklies, both love and angel. So I will be doing my angel reading next. Angel blessings, oceans of love.